Hey guys, welcome to ANS Solver. Today we'll be doing the concept of finding roots by the change of sign, which is a subtopic in the chapter of numerical solutions. So we'll be doing via this concept via past paper example. It's a really simple concept. You just need to know the procedure. Okay. So the example is basically from 2020 Feb March paper 22. Okay, so in part A, what they'll do is, okay, they have given an equation something like this. Okay, now the part B, this is mostly a part B question. Okay, so we need to use the equation in part A to show that by calculation the x coordinate of P lies between 1.7 and 1.8. So what they'll do is they'll always give you, some kind of equation, okay, which is provided here, and they'll ask you to verify, between these two values. They give any values at random. So the first step is the equation which they give you, get everything on one side. Let's say get everything to the left hand side. So you can write this as x minus the root of, okay, 75 into e raised to minus 0.2x divided by 15 plus x, which is equal to 0, but you don't need to write it. Correct? Now, what you do is first take your x as 1.7. That means in the place of x put 1.7, so I have 1.7 minus the root of 75 into e raised to minus 0.2 into 1.7, correct, divided by 15 plus 1.7. So when you solve this on the calci, you get your answer as minus 0.0878. Then you take your x as 1.8. So you write this as 1.8 minus the root of 75 with e raised to minus 0.2x, which is basically 1.8, divided by 15 plus 1.8. Correct? So you get your answer basically as positive 0.0174. Now, getting both these values is really important. Okay, what you'll always get is a change in sign. You'll get a negative here, you'll get a positive here. And you know that in this case, 1.7, correct, and 1.8 are basically your critical values. Correct? So basically, if there's a change in sign, okay, it's basically verified, okay, that it lies between 1.7 and 1.8 because there's a change in sign between the values. This is negative and this is positive. And after every critical value, the sign changes. So this is how you basically verify. Understood the process? It's a really simple process. Correct? The first step is getting everything to one side. Then first put one value of x, then another value of x. Okay? Almost every time you'll get a change in sign. Then you just need to write change in sign, hence verified. Now, let's do another example. This is from 2018 Feb March paper 22. So in part 1, they have again given you an equation. Here you have part 2. So I need to use the equation in part 1 to show that a lies in between 1 and 1.5. First, in this equation, get everything to one side. So I can write this as a minus half ln 12.5 plus e raised to minus 4a. Correct? This is how I get everything to one side. No need to write equal to 0. Now, I can say my a equals to 1. Correct? And my a equals to 1.5. So first, in the place of a, I put 1. So I have 1 minus half ln 12.5 plus e raised to minus 4 into 1. Correct? So now when I solve this on the calci, I get my answer as minus 0.26. Now in the place of a I put 1.5, so I have 1.5 minus half into ln 12.5 plus e raised to minus 4 into 1.5. Correct? Now when I solve this on the Calc, I get my answer as positive. Okay, this is positive 0.237. As you can see, there's another change in sign here, which you'll always get. So you just write change in sign, hence verified. Correct? So this is basically the procedure, okay, of finding roots via the change of sign. A very simple concept to understand. Correct? So now, you can view the next video, okay, to learn the other concept, which is basically the iterative function, which is a very important concept. So thank you very much for watching this video.